And so I was very impressed to discover that a school had been established in his name and following the principles that he articulated in his essays. I'm told that the concept is wings and roots. I think roots obviously are indispensable for everyone. As I said in the context of my book about British colonialism in India and the whole business of why we should write and read history, I said, if you don't know where you're coming from, how will you appreciate where you're going? And the same applies to one's roots. If you are not rooted somewhere, how will your branches grow and your leaves and flowers flourish? So the roots are important, the sense of where you belong, where you come from, which is not as a limiting concept. You should never feel limited or imprisoned by your roots. Rather, your roots should be a springboard, not a straitjacket. Your roots should offer you the basis on which you can grow and climb and expand, but secure in the fact that like a ship in a storm, you always have an anchor, that there is some deep place in the soil that you know you belong to and that you are a part of. And with that, of course, the prospects for further growth also come. But along with roots, as the school says, there should be wings, and I think that's a very, very important idea. Many years ago, when a school in Brazil was being renovated, they found, and knocking down the walls of old furniture, they found a letter from Einstein that had been sent in the 1920s to the school. And the letter contained the most memorable line that I've heard about this concept. And that line was, why be a chicken when you can be a lark? You know what a lark is, a songbird. Flies high up in the sky and sings songs. And Einstein's question to the teachers and the students was, why be a chicken when you can be a lark? Soar. Let your imagination soar. Let your mental horizons be open to the skies. And let your vision of the world be large, full of aspirations. There's an old English poetic line that says, a man's reach, those days the language is very sexist, you can say a person's reach, but a man's reach must exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? In other words, you must stretch out beyond what you can actually attain. That constant aspiration, that constant striving to do better, to go beyond what you have already, what you can take for granted, that is also indispensable to succeed in life. So when we speak of roots and wings, I think we're talking about two things that are both different and yet compatible. And I admire the fact that this school has taken upon itself the ambition to actually give you children your roots and at the same time to give you wings.